Hey, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. Happy Vlogmas. If you're new here, my name is Katie, and for today's video, we are going to cut down our Christmas tree. So in Colorado, you can get a permit to go chop down a Christmas tree from the National Forest. It is $20. I went online, I ordered my permit, printed out, and then you just put it in your dashboard after you have your tree on top so that they know that you legally cut your tree. We live in the Denver area, so we are gonna drive up to the mountains to get our tree. There are designated areas where you can cut your tree, so we'll go to probably the place we went the last 2 years, which we've gotten some really good trees from. The problem is gonna be where to put our tree. There's not a lot of room in our new house, so we're trying to figure out where the best place to put our tree is. So I'll show you the options. Option one, which I would prefer, but the only thing is I don't think it's gonna fit, is to move this bookshelf somewhere else and then put it right here. But the only problem is this is a sliding door, so I really don't think it's gonna fit right there. It's an option, but I don't think it's a great option. Option two would be to move the couch forward some towards the TV and then put it right behind the couch here in front of the window. Again, I think it's gonna be kind of cramped on space, so I don't know if it's a good option either. What I think would be the best option would be to put it in our dining room, even though it won't really be visible from our living room. I wanna be able to see the tree as much as possible. So what I'm thinking is we could move this lamp over to that corner and then put the tree over here. The only thing about this room too is the ceiling is not very tall, so we probably should measure to make sure the tree is gonna fit. One thing I feel like I say this every year about chopping a tree down from the woods is that it has a way of making you think that the tree is gonna fit, and then it does not. So we learned that the hard way the very first time we ever did it. We had to cut like 2 feet off the bottom of the tree to make it fit, and that was when we were living in a house that had really tall ceilings. Usually what we do is we kind of measure based off of our own height so that we can kind of determine how big the tree can be. Plus we do have a tree topper that I want to be able to put on the tree, so definitely have to account for that too, so that when you're out there and you're looking, you're not going to be deceived by the size of the tree. When you go cut down a tree in the woods versus like going to a Christmas tree farm, we really like it because it's really fun and it's kind of a fun activity to do together. But I will say the trees that you get are definitely not as full and manicured as what you would get at a Christmas tree farm. So if that's what you're looking for, probably not a good option. It is the day after Thanksgiving, so we're gonna eat some leftovers and then head up to the mountains to get our tree. It did also snow last night, so it's gonna be very, very chilly. Currently debating on if we should bring the dog, because normally we do bring her and she loves to come with us. Eventually, after we look for a certain amount of time, she gets cold and then we have to pick her up. So we're currently debating whether we should bring her or not. I know she would want to come, but just to make it easier for us and not have to carry her around or put her zipper up of my jacket, which is sometimes what we have to do, we're thinking maybe we should leave her home, but we'll see. It did snow last night, so it's pretty chilly here. So I can only imagine how cold it's gonna be when we get up to the mountains. But let's have some leftovers and then we'll head up. Also, I tried a new hairstyle with this little ribbon and I think it's so cute. I tried to kind of tie it in the back, but I'm not that talented, so I did a little braid in the front. We're measuring how big the tree can be. This is our tree topper. It could be a little bit taller than me, and then we could trim some off the bottom. Yeah, we're gonna need a small tree, that's for sure. This is my husband, Aaron. He's the manpower behind this operation. Another tip, if you get a small tree, then one person can carry it to the car by themselves, and then I don't have to help carry it. He can carry it to the car, he can throw it on the car, he can tie it down, and then I don't have to do anything. I just hike out there and I say, that's the one I want. I pick it out and then you do all the hard work. You wanna say happy Vlogmas?
Happy Vlogmas! You look super cute. It's like I think this might be the cutest I've ever seen you.
Ever? Even on our wedding day?
Babe, you look so adorable. Look at
Scale of 1 to 10, how chaotic would you rate getting out the door?
Probably like a 7.
Oh, whatever. Maybe if you averaged my chaotic level with yours was like an 11 out of 10.
Yeah, but like you forgot your brother one time.
No, I mean right now. I mean right in this moment.
Yeah.
Not 6 years ago when we once forgot my brother.
Yeah, so I'm saying on a scale from 1 to losing a child, probably like a 7.
Okay, fine. It was a hot mess. Neither of us can find our winter boots. I think we left them at my mom's. I know I left mine there. So I'm wearing these little duck boots that my feet are gonna be soaked. So then I had to bring extra socks, extra boots. Aaron couldn't find his boots or his muck boots or any waterproof boot in any capacity. We had to open multiple boxes in the garage. It was very chaotic, but we didn't forget a kid, you're right. we park at and get our tree. The road is a bit treacherous. I will say if you don't have a car that has all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive, you would definitely have a hard time getting up here. There's not a whole lot of snow on the road, but it's kind of muddy, wet, and it's definitely like a one car at a time kind of deal. So you have to pull over if someone's coming down. And there's tons of people getting their trees. How many trees do you think we saw when we were coming up of people going back down to Denver?
I'd say at least 10.
Yeah, I'd say at least 10. There was a lot, which is more than we normally see. So I don't know if it's the day that we're coming or what, because it is the day after Thanksgiving. So a lot of people are probably getting their trees. The trees looked so pretty driving over the pass because they were like perfectly flocked. Like they looked like exactly like those artificial trees with the fake snow on them. They were so pretty. Very pretty drive up.
For a successful tree hunt, you're going to want a nice handsaw. You're also going to want some ratchet strap to strap down your tree. You're also going to want a jug of water and maybe even a pair of dry socks. And don't forget to bring a good attitude.
Also, layers. Layer 1, layer 2, layer 3, and good boots, which I don't have. All right, here we go into the woods. I believe in our last year's vlog, we were talking to our future selves and we told ourselves to go down there because there were a lot of good options down there. So eventually we're gonna head down this hill.
Maybe a little further.
So a lot of these trees are like these types of pine trees. There's a lot of different types of pine trees. And for a couple years we got these like greenish yellowish ones, and I just honestly don't like them very much, which is why we like to come to this spot. They have a lot of different options. So like this one, these two right here are like this greenish. I think they're like a long needle pine. And then I'll see if I can find one and show you like what kind we're actually looking for, because all of these right here are looking like really yellowish, and I like the ones that are more of like a greenish bluish tint, like that giant one right there. Looks like a giant blue spruce maybe. Anyway, I think we're gonna go down there. It's too steep right here to go down, so we're gonna have to go back, but we're gonna go down there and look for one of those bluish colored trees. All right, this one tricked us because it looks so full. It's because it's two trees together. That one also tricked us because it's way too tall and a little sparse. Aaron's just waiting for instructions about which tree to cut. He's getting antsy. There's a couple options right here. There's this blue spruce over here. There's one over there. One between those two trees, and then the one right here, which doesn't look very tall. Height test. Is it as tall as me?
It's a little bit taller.
Great, perfect. Aaron almost passed out. He bent down to look at the trunk of a tree and almost couldn't get up. And the very nice, sweet wife that I am, I said, don't you dare pass out here because I can't haul you back to the car. And this is why you bring an extra pair of socks. Soaking wet. I think I stepped in a creek. We got our tree. Someone even complimented how nice our tree was when we were strapping it up.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see how it looks in our house. Our first Christmas tree in our first house. So I'm excited about that. We were out there for what, an hour total? So not too bad. It's definitely getting cooler as it's getting closer to sunset because the sunset's so early now. Now we go get a coffee at our favorite mountain coffee shop.
One thing I always underestimate is how cold it really is.
Yep,
So,
every time.
It's always good to overdo it and then have to take a layer off or something.
We do that every year, actually.
Well, that's why this year I brought the coveralls. Coveralls, muck boots.
Yeah, I didn't have my boots, so I didn't really have a choice, but
overalls. Overalls.
Yeah, layers, 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 because it is super cold. When we're kind of in the upper part, like where there's like a path, which there's no trees near the path, but when you're kind of walking over there, the snow's not that deep, but when you go down to where like all the good trees are, it was like a foot deep. Like I post-holed into a creek and the snow went past my knee. So that was fun. When I took my boot out, it was like it was like in a puddle of water. So I'm really glad that I brought the extra socks. But yes, next year I'm gonna make sure I have my big tall winter boots. I have like the ginormous Sorels. I'll show you a picture of what they look like. They're fabulous. I use them all the time when we lived in the mountains, but I don't need them in Denver, so I don't have them with me. I leave them at my mom's house, but yeah, I definitely need those next year. Coffee time. I need a latte to warm me up. I got a maple praline latte with oat milk, half sweet. So we'll see how it is. They have a really good pumpkin syrup that they make themselves. So that was tempting, but I kind of wanted something more Christmassy, so we'll try it.
I got an iced matcha with coconut milk.
Now we head back down the mountain to set up our Christmas tree. And then because the trunk is too skinny, we have to put these pieces of wood to hold it in place. So we decided we're gonna decorate our tree tomorrow because it's getting late, and honestly today was a lot just being out in the cold and hiking up and down hills. We're ready to just relax. So we're gonna get in our pajamas and relax and enjoy this crackling fire, which I'm sure you can hear in the background. But we're gonna decorate our tree tomorrow, so I'll touch base with you then. So we are getting ready to decorate our tree. I am very excited to see how it looks decorated because the tree actually looks perfect in this corner of the dining room. A moment for the gingerbread blow molds that we got from Walmart. How cute are they? They were on a Black Friday deal and I ordered them for delivery thinking that for sure they were gonna be out of stock and never arrive. But sure enough, they arrived today and they're so cute.
Why is it doing that?
I don't know. Christmas tree fail. We need all new lights. Because now 2 of the strands are down. We have 2 that work. I say we just use them for outdoor lighting. 2 is not gonna be enough to make the tree look pretty. So we're just gonna have to get new lights. We spent $2 per strand on these lights. I swear it was the first year I lived in Colorado, so in the winter. So it was literally 2016. So we certainly got our use out of them. So we'll be back with new lights to decorate the tree. I am on the hunt for some Christmas lights to finally decorate this tree. I kind of want to try a different type of light, so I'll show you a picture of what it looks like here. I don't know how to describe it. It's like a clustery kind of light, and I definitely want to go with all white, but I want to make sure it's a warm white. So I know that's a lot of criteria. So we have a couple places we need to stop today. Need to pick up some Christmas gifts and things like that. So I'll look at Target and probably Lowe's and maybe even Home Depot if I need to, and see if we can find lights like this. I am having the hardest time finding the right Christmas lights. So many of them are that like awful bright white LED, which just simply does not work. So I have literally been to Lowe's, Home Depot, and Target and looked at every single light they have. So we're gonna make do with the 2 strands that we have because I'm done searching for Christmas lights. I went to like 5 different stores, could not find the Christmas lights I want. So if you know of where I can get some non-LED Christmas lights or a place that has a good selection of such, please let me know because I could not find one I liked. So it's probably not gonna look super full, but we're gonna make do with the 2 strings we have. Usually what we put on our tree is this garland, which is really cute because it matches my trivet that I keep on the dining room table, which will look so cute. We'll do some silver ornaments, and then we do also have these Mickey ornaments, which are so cute and they're themed to the different princesses. And then we also have this ribbon. So if you watched my decorate with me, I went and got this ribbon from Hobby Lobby, and I thought it'd be so cute to make some bows to put on the tree as well. Tree turned out so pretty. I love it. This might be my favorite tree we've ever had. It looks much less scrawny than some of the ones we've had in the past, so I think it turned out really, really good. So that is it for our Christmas tree vlog. I really hope you enjoyed it. This is our favorite tradition. This is pretty much the only thing we do every single year. So thank you so much for coming along with me, and I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. It would really help me out, and I will see you in the next Vlogmas video. Bye!
Whoa, oh, oh.